So this is how you access and create a Google form using your school email account on Google Drives. So you just go to Google, the Google homepage, so google.co.uk or google.com. There will be a box on the top right hand side which says sign in. So click on that. Now because I've already linked my account, I've got that here already. But you would just type in that password along with your email address and you're in. You'll see what will change in the top right hand side is that your initial will be there and you will be able to access the Google apps and things like that. So there's all sorts of things that you can have a little look at in your own time there. So if you click on Google Drive, you'll just open up to sort of your usual page. Yours will look very different to mine, but it will have a folder which already has your sort of NEA stuff in. But for now, you just want to go to the left-hand side and press New, and then Google Forms. Now, I recommend that you just call it something really simple, like target market survey. So you're going to, for this task, this is going to be sent to 20 people. So the best thing to use is actually the multiple choice question system. So when I click on the first question here and I'm able to make an edit, I'm just going to show you the drop down. You can do short answer or paragraph, which might be a good tool if you choose to send some form of questionnaire to your client or a potential customer, because they'll be able to give you a longer answer which is a little bit more opinionated. But because you're doing a survey of your target market, that means that it's a lot of people. You would be better off doing multiple choice or check boxes, something like that. So you can just type in simple questions, very generic, that you've come up with, that the information will be useful. So it could be something like, what colour scheme would you prefer? And then you could give them some options. Okay, so 3 possible answers. That's that question there. Lovely. Now, what you can also do is you can give them a stimulus. So where you're going to write in your question, you can add an image. So you can just browse through whatever's already saved on your machine. So I'm just going to pick this one. These are your pizza cutters that you made the other week. But you would be adding your drawings. So you can think of a specific question that you would like to ask about one of your design drawings. So, would the thumb ring and then you could just give them a yes or no box. Okay, you don't want to give them any opportunity to write in free text, because you can't use that data in the form of a like pie chart or anything like that to display results. Now the other handy feature is that you can have a few images for them to look at. So you can say, which do you prefer? And then where it says option 1 here, you just click on that image again, browse. Like so for option 1, then where it says add another option, click on it again. And so on. So you could add a few of those, and then you would sort of get that answer straight away. So you obviously wouldn't be putting in pictures of pizza cutters. You would be putting in the pictures of the rapid sketches that you've been doing over the course of the lesson. Now, once you're finished, what you can then do is you can have a little play with the settings. So if you want to send this to people who are outside of Sir William Perkins School, so friends outside of school, I would suggest you uncheck that box, because that means that anybody will be able to submit an answer. What I would also say is just limit it to one response, if possible, but if not, just tell people to only send one option. At the moment, the default is that they can't edit it after they have responded anyway. So you can take that part off there in the presentation as well. The quizzes bit, you don't want to make it a quiz. That just jumbles up the answers, so that might mean that it doesn't flow so well anyway. So you can just save that. And then, I mean, there are options. So if you click on the preview button, you can see what that will look like to somebody else, whoever's viewing it. You can change the colours and things like that, but I don't want you spending ages doing that anyway. So once you're happy, once you finish, you just click on send. Now you can either type in your 20 people's email addresses, but that's quite a long and arduous way of doing something. So I suggest you actually just click on the link, you shorten it, copy it. Then you can either send it in chats on Teams for people to send to each other, or if you're on your phone, you can obviously like WhatsApp it or Snapchat it or whatever to get your responses. Now, when you have some responses, you go on responses, and when you've got enough, you can actually turn them off and on, and you'll get some like little pie chart things that will come up here, but you can also download a Excel spreadsheet which shows what each person has put in. So because your target market, guys, is so set, I would say you don't need to know that their individual names, especially. You actually don't need to know their ages, because you are only going to be asking teenagers. So I wouldn't ask those questions, which you normally would on this kind of thing. Just keep it to about the design. And that's it. Good luck.